Welcome back to The Rhode Show. This morning in The Buzz, don't stress yourself too much today. Today is National Stress Awareness Day. And a new study is saying the way to relax is by watching less TV, but not now.
They found a post-work binge watch session could actually make work stress and anxiety worse, especially after you watch a tense show. Instead, they suggest talking to a friend, coloring, playing cards. I do. It's very relaxing. Volunteering or meditation to de-stress. To me, watching a show is what I like to do to kind of wind down.
But it's got to be the right one.
Well, yeah, or anything, because I think the act for me is you're putting on comfy clothes, you're hanging out on the couch, and here we go. It's an hour or two of just taking your mind off of things. I guess I didn't realize that maybe that's not helping.
No, it's not helping. For a lot of people, it actually freaks them out, especially if they're binge watching shows. I think it's maybe, I don't even know if it's the anxiety of saying, I need to finish.
Or you got to catch up.
I got to catch up. I need to finish all of them. Or if it is, depending on the show, you know, maybe the action or whatever's going on in the show. Yeah. That could be it.
I can understand attention. There are times that, depending on how I'm feeling, I either need those junk shows that, listen, I don't want to think too much. Let me turn on the Jersey Shore. Yes, I still watch that because it's mindless and it's silly and, you know, you don't have to think too much about it. Whereas like a Criminal Minds,
you need to pay attention.
Yes, and I need to watch that at a certain time. That's not a show that you want to start 20 minutes and then say, oh, I'm going to go to bed. I have to watch the rest of it later. I need to know that I have a dedicated hour. Okay, I got to pay attention. I got to stay awake. Things
it's always
like that.
difficult. Very tough to do.
It is.
Yes, it is. I like the shows when I do feel stressed, either going outside or just going for a walk or sitting down. And a lot of times on the Travel Channel or one of those, they'll do like the national parks.
That's soothing.
That's soothing. Yellowstone, Grand Canyon, something like that. And I'll sit there, and it's on. You hear the little birds tweeting in the background. I'm like, okay, this will help.
This will help. The sounds of nature.
The sounds of nature will help.
Or the Jersey Shore.
Or the Jersey Shore. Whatever
that's a different kind of nature.
Whatever works for you.
But yeah, I think you do. There is some anxiety, especially now, because think of how we're consuming these shows. They're on, you know, the Amazon Prime, the Netflix, or whatever it is. That's overwhelming.
It is.
Sometimes even just deciding on a show. You go 10 minutes in and then you exit the app altogether saying, I can't pick.
Now I'll sit on the couch. I've got the Hulu, Amazon, HBO, Apple TV Plus, and what the heck else? There's something else that I got too.
Too many.
Oh, Netflix. Well, how am I forgetting it? And I'll sit there for 3 hours and I still can't find anything.
Oh, well, we got to find an exit to this conversation. So, Brendan, help us out.
Ask me if I'm stressed.
Are you stressed?
Oh, I'm stressed. In the classic Seinfeld way.
Yes.
But if we're stressed, I think collectively what we need to do, Will, is what?
Take it easy.
Take it easy. Just take it easy. Let it all.
For everything.
And color.
Let it melt away. Just imagining Will meditating his mantra, take it easy.
I'm the most stressed of everybody.
Of course. Well, here now is what our social media friends are saying with regard to this topic. How do they feel about it? How do they de-stress? Let's get right to it. Jessica Gampson is up first, sharing in part, the only thing that stresses me out about binge watching is when there are no more episodes to watch. See, that's it. You're done. That's the end. Stephen H. LaBush adds, a thoughtless show, it relaxes me. There you go, something you don't have to really focus on too much. Sometimes I like a game when it's teams that I have no rooting interest for. Just put it on. Mark Anthony Simonson adds, there have been times I've binge watched my DVR'd Road Show. I'm far from stressed. Well, thank you as always, Mark. I taped the Road Show on VHS, SP mode for maximum quality and playback. And finally, Patricia Adelio Estrella shares nothing better than couch time and binge watching with someone you love. Oh, what a lovely sentiment. Thanks, everyone. We love when you chime in. Please follow us on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook, all at The Rhode Show. We go live every morning with the Buzz topic each day around 7:45. So please feel free to tune into that and to chime in. Again, all of these social media avenues, if you will, are found at The Rhode Show. Oh, that it worked out like a magician's trick, right? Just play along. On that note, we want to send things into Will, who's in the kitchen.
That's right. We've got Harvey.